3456-789.
That better? Thank you. Mr. Fouts. You good?
Is everybody ready? Good afternoon. We've received a lot of calls about our officer that was killed last night. Eric, he's like family to each and every one of us. His whole family, yes. His wife Trina has been up to the office with us many times, ate with us. He had 3 daughters. He's been with the sheriff's office. He started back in 2014. He worked with us for a couple of years. Then he went to Tyrone for about 5 years, Tyrone Police Department. And then he saw the grass was greener over here and he came back to us. And he brought his canine with him at that time. So he worked patrol here for probably a year or two, and then we moved into our crime suppression unit. And that's what he was working last night. He started chasing a car that was stolen here in Coweta County. He went through several different jurisdictions and just had crossed into the Alabama line, into Alabama, and the Alabama Police Department had put stop sticks out, which stopped the car. He pulled he stops behind the car. He's getting out of the car and starts giving orders for them what to do. And as he's standing outside the car, another police agency from Alabama came up, couldn't stop, and hit him. He was pronounced dead at the hospital shortly thereafter. He is very much loved. He was a friend, a father, a son, a brother. But most of all, he was a law enforcement officer first. That's all he ever wanted to do. What these men and women do each and every day is dangerous. And I ask that you pray for him and his family, for our family, the Coweta Sheriff's Office family, but also pray for the Lanett Police Department and the officer involved there, all the officers involved at last night. Pray for each and every one of them. But pray for each and every law enforcement personnel each and every day for what they do and what they go through each and every day, just because this is what they want to do. There's a reason they're in this job, and they know the consequences. It can happen at any time, but they do it anyway. And I want to thank you for being here today so that we can get Eric's story out. He is the epitome of what we work for here at Coweta County Sheriff's Office. Is get officers like Eric, who is dedicated to the county to make sure things are safe here for the citizens and for his family and our families. Thank you. I will.
Did they describe what resulted in the officer not being able to stop? Was it a malfunction with his vehicle, or is that all under investigation?
That's all in the investigation. Alabama Highway Patrol was working the accident itself there.
Sheriff, was the Lanett police officer involved in the pursuit as well?
He was coming up on it. I believe Lanett was the one that actually deployed the stop sticks to start with. So
He was coming off, he was involved in the
Pursuit
as well. It came up on the scene.
Yes.
He couldn't stop.
Anything about the suspect that made this pursuit unnecessary to go across state lines?
just other than it was a stolen vehicle and the way he was driving, trying to get him off the road.
Driving erratically,
recklessly, high speed. So.
Sheriff, was the car stolen out of Coweta County?
No, it was stolen out of Douglas County.
Douglas County, and alerted here in Coweta County.
Yes.
Sheriff, can you tell us whether you've had an opportunity, I'm sure at this point, to speak with Eric's family,
Yes, sir.
his wife, how they're doing, what they may need at this time?
We have been with them all morning. They're devastated, as you might well guess. We have had the citizens and the different businesses here that have been very supportive and offering to provide food and all kinds of things. Funeral home is taking care of the funeral itself. Now, they just need prayers and support any way you can give it.
Any details about, I know it's still early, about the possible service of remembrance?
I think we have
Question. What was the question?
when the services are.
Monday at 11,
Crossroads Church on Highway 16.
Sheriff, when those chases come to a conclusion like that, there are typically a number of officers outside their vehicles. intend to take your person into custody. Were there other officers in danger at the time from what you could gather?
Yeah, there were other officers that were scrambling around, but I guess if there was a good thing that came out of it, is I don't believe Eric even knew what hit him.
And was he on the shoulder of the highway, or were they actually in the?
He was on the roadway, I believe.
He was on the roadway.
On the driver's side of his vehicle.
Had his canine?
Had his K9 with him. K9 is fine. All right, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Collins. Thank you for standing there for support. How old was it?
33,
32, born in
90. 90.
it was 86.